So my name is Reva, and I am 31 years old. I grew up in Montana, lived there for quite a few years. Moved to Israel with my mother and spent a couple years over there. Came back to the States, and at a very early age got involved with the wrong crowd. People who were using marijuana and meth, and I believe at the time there was probably needles there. I didn't start using with them. I was just, some young girl that liked to hang out with who I thought were hotshot friends, who I thought were friends. My drug use started when I was 16. I started with marijuana. And within 2 years, I graduated to meth. I used meth for a couple of years, and wound up pregnant at 20 years old to a beautiful little girl named Leah. You're probably gonna have to cut all this out. Okay, so had Leah for a few years and got back into drugs again, got back into crime, and went to prison. Did a year in prison and came out. I was clean for a couple years, a few years, 4 years, and then got right back into my old friendships and my old way of life, the same friends, and just ran amok for a few more years, and wound up pregnant. And this time I decided that I wasn't going to go down that road again, and got clean for the pregnancy, and had another beautiful little girl, and that lasted a few months. Thankfully, CSD got into my life and said, "You can't do this anymore. You cannot be a parent unless you stop using." So they suggested that I go to Willamette Family, and that's pretty much what I did. Is I went straight to Willamette Family and got a bed with my child, and we lived here. And we had routine and we had structure, and it was wonderful. Met some great people and some great counselors, and worked through maybe why I started using to begin with. Learned a lot about me, learned how to parent without being on drugs, learned how to be a friend without being on drugs. My future looks like stress with the kids, but fun stress. My future is being a mom to both my girls, having fun with my friends, to floating the river, to not having the stress of who's doing what or what chaos is going on in whose life. I care about my life.